MD4811, and today I want to explanation about the derivative partial. This is from book 2 Kalengi, page 47, number 3. Okay, this is we are given two demand function with key x equal 11 min 2px min py, and then the second function is qy equal 13 min px min 3py. And then the question is, in the number A, it is calculating the partial derivative, and D is analyzing the relationship between the function. From the products. Okay, we are going to answer the number A. We have the function like qx is 11 negative 2px negative py, and then qy is 13 negative px and negative 3py. Okay, we are going to make the derivative partial. It's mean like do qx per do py. Okay, this is to the second one, do kx per do py. So in the function of kx, we can see the py. Py it's mean in here. So the answer is negative 1. Negative 1, this is mean less than 0, right? And then the second one is, we can make like the number 1, of course. Do kx per do py, it's mean like derivative partial. Do kx per do py, we can see in the function do kx, so we can see the py. Py it's mean here. So the answer is negative 2. Negative 2 it's mean less than 0. And then number 3, we have do qy per do px. Okay. In the number 3, we can move to the function number 2. This is derivative partial or do qy per do px. We can see in the qy and px. We can see the px nya. I'm sorry. Wait a second. Like this, because this mean px, so it's mean like do qy per do px is negative 1 from the derivative partial. And then we have the second one is do qy per do py. Do qy per do py, we can see this, because qy is the function of qy, and then we can see at the py nya. So do qy per do py is negative 3, which is mean is less than 0. Segitu dulu. Then the question number B is analyzing the relationship between the products. Okay, we will become to make sure that are they complementary, substitute, or unrelated. So let's look at the cross partial derivative. In this way, we can see do kx per do px it's mean like -1, so it's less than 0. And then which is mean when the price of Y is increased, the demand of product X it will be decreased. And then the second one of Doki X per Dopi X, it's mean we can found in -1. This is mean less than 0. And then when price of X is increased, the demand of Y it will be decreased. This is mean because the two products we have negative, so the relationship between products of X and Y is complementary. It's good complementary. This is means like creamer and coffee. When price of creamer is increased, maybe of course everyone will be buy less coffee. This one, okay. Thank you everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, today I want to tell you about the stationary point. We'll find the stationary and determine measure whether it's relative maximum, minimum, or saddle point. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Alfam Salam from class MB4811. Let's get started. And this is for the function z equal x squared plus y squared mean 2x plus 4y plus 6. And the first step, let's calculate the first determinant. It's dou x per dou z, dou z per dou x equal 2x mean 2. This function from this x squared also 2x and mean 2x also 2, and dou z per dou y it's 2y plus 4. This is from this function y squared also 2y plus 4y also this plus 4. And the second step is set the first determinant to 0 like this. Dou z per dou x equals 0, so 2x mean 2 equals 0 like this, and change the mean to this position. 2x equal 2 and the x is 1. So, and the second, dou z per dou y equal 0 and 2y plus 4 equal 0 like this, and change the position for in this position. 2y equal mean 4 and y is mean 2, and we have the critical point is, and the critical point is 1 and mean 2 and mean 2. And the next step is we must find the second determinant from first determinant. So dou squared z per dou x squared equal is 2, and then dou square z per the y squared is 2. It's same. And the squared z per the xy is 0. This second determined from the first determined. We find the 2 from this. The second determinant is 2, and from the z per the y, the second determinant is 2. It's same. And 2 and the square z per the xy, it's 0 because in here we don't have a same. And the last step is we must find the determinant Hessian. We must check this. For this, h equal fx x fy mean fxy fxx times fyy mean fxy squared. And we must input this 2 times 2 mean 0 squared, like this. And the result is 2. We start from this. 0 squared is 0, and 2 times 2 is 4. 4 means 0 is 4. So the result is 4. And 4 is more 0. So we have a relative minimum because the result 4 more 0. And for the final, it's because h more 0, we don't find max min because it's from more 0, we don't find the max min. So from this result, it's relative minimum. So it's from me. Thank you for your attention. I'm sorry if I have a different or something like that. Thank you and goodbye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Putri Gadiza Hairani. I'm from MB 4811, and today I want to show you guys that I want to explain some questions that determine the quantity and price that maximize profit and also find the maximum profit. Okay, so there's a question here. There's a px equals 40 minus 5qx, and then py equals 30 minus 3qa, and then there's a total cost 2 qx squared 2 plus 2qxqa plus 3qa squared 2. Okay, the first one, we have to find the profit function first. There's a p here, and the formula is total revenue minus total cost. And okay, if you guys can see here, the total cost is already here, but we not already find the total revenue. And the formula of total revenue is P times Q. Okay, the first one, we're gonna to find total revenue from X and from Y. Sorry. Okay, the first one we're gonna to find the total revenue first. Okay, so we're gonna to find the total revenue from function x and y. Okay, so we'll just put it on here, like 40 minus 5qx multiplies qx, and the result is 40qx minus 5qx squared 2. And then we're gonna find the total revenue from function y. So it's like 30 minus 3qy times qy, and the result is 30qy minus 3qy squared 2. And then we just put it together, so it results like this. It's 40qx minus 5qx squared 2 plus 30qy minus 3qy squared 2. Okay, so the profit function is, or P, is total revenue minus total cost. Okay, the result is 40qx minus 30qy minus 6qx squared 2 minus 2qxqy minus 6qy squared 2. Okay, the next step is to maximize profit. Just take the partial derivatives. Okay, so where we're gonna get it? It's from here, but we just focus on the qx. Jadi, so is the p to the qx. Okay, the answer is for qx is for 40 minus 6qx squared 2 is 12qx minus 2qxqy. We're going to just focus on qx, is 2qy, and then from the p to the qy, we just focus on the qy. So the result is 30 minus 2qx minus 12qy. So we're just gonna make there's one function and then two function. Okay, so we already get the equation 1 and 2, and now we're gonna find equation 3 and 4. Okay, so just put the partial derivative to here. So it's 40 minus 12qx minus 2qy equals 0. So we're gonna to switch the 40 to here. Just switch the variables into 12qx plus 2qy equals 40. So we're going to divide it 2, and the result is 6qx plus qy equals 20. And then we're going to switch the variables function again, and the result is qy equals 20 minus 6qx. And the second one is from equation 2. We're going to find the equation 4. It's similar with the first one, and the result is qx plus 6qy equals 50. Okay, the next step is do substitution to equation 4. So we're going to put so like the qx plus we're going to turn in this function. Okay, so qx plus 6, 20 minus 6qx equals 50. and then qx plus, okay, so we're gonna to multiply this, like 6 times 20 is 120, and then 6 times 6qx is 24qx. So wait, oh sorry, it's 36qx equals 50. And then we'll just do like switch variables function. So qx minus 36qx equals 50 minus 120, like this. And then qx minus 36qx is minus 35qx equals minus 105. And then we just divided it, like qx equals minus 105 divided by minus 35, and the answer is 3. Okay, so the qx is 3. Okay, so we already find the qx, and then we're going to find the qy. We're going to substitute it in the function that already we find. We're going to use this function. Okay, so qy 20 minus 6qx. Okay, 20 minus 6, we already find the qx, just put it here, 3. Okay, so it's 20 minus 6 times 3 is 18, and the answer is 2. So we already find the qx, okay, sorry, and the qy. Okay, the next step, we're going to find the price. So the px, okay, the function of px is 40 minus 5qx. We just put it the qx. The qx is 3, so 40 minus 5 times 3. So the answer is, the answer is 25. Okay, the next one is py. It's 30 minus 3qy, and the qy is 2, so just put it here. 30 minus 3 times 2, 30 minus 6 is 24. Okay, then the last one is to find the maximum profit. So we're gonna to turn in the p that already we find it at the first. The p is 40qx plus 30qy minus 6qx squared 2 minus 2qx qy minus 6qy squared 2. Okay, so we just to turn in the qx qy. Okay, is 40 times 3 plus 30 times 2 minus 6 times, times 3 squared 2 and minus 2 times 3 times 2, and then minus 6 times 2 square 2, and the result is 90. Okay, thank you for the attention. I'm sorry if there's something wrong. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, my name is Safina Zamaisan. Today I want explain about differential calculus application and question book Nicholas page 357 to 356 to 357 and number 5. And I have given function total revenue equal minus 0 come to q square 2 plus 90 q, and total cost equal 0,03 q square 3 minus 0,2 q square 2 plus 60,000, and the marginal revenue equal DTR per DQ equal D per DQ minus 0,2 q square 2 plus 90 q, and equal minus 0,4 q plus 1900, and the marginal cost is DTC per DQ equal D per DQ 0,03 q square 3 minus 0,2 q square 2 plus 60,000, and B quantity corresponding to maximum profit is MR equal MC. MR is minus 0,4 q plus 90,000 equal 0,09 q square 2 minus 0,4 q. The minus 0,4 q cancels out, and we are left with 90,000 equals 0,09 q square 2. Solving that, we get q equal 100. Next question is C, maximum profit. Total revenue 100 equal 0 come to 100 square 2 plus 90 100 equal minus 2,000 plus 90,000 equal 88,000, and total cost 100 equal 0,03 100 square 3 minus 0,2 100 square 2 plus 60,000, sorry, 60,000, and next equal 3,000 minus 2,000 plus 60,000 equal is 34,000. That means the maximum profit is 54,000.
Hello everyone, my name is Alifan Abdulagania, and today I want to answer the question on Kalagi book chapter 19, number 25. From the question, we have the main function, that is utility function and basis function, and they ask about determine the value of x and y that maximize utility. Okay, first of all, we need to change the utility function to be the fx function. Fxy Lagrange function. Fx, y, lambda. The formula is fxy plus lambda multiple gxy. Next, substitute the function that we know before. The second step is find the derivative from the function for getting the new function. First is dou f per dou x. And then we make it equal to 0 for find the lambda function. So y plus lambda value, we can find the utility value. Substitute the x value and y value to the first function. This is the utility maximum value. We have to find the second derivative from the f(x, y) lambda and the first derivative from g(x, y). First, do x, x. This is 0. Do f do times 4 will f will xy 7 the first derivative from x y do g do x is 1 and plus do g per is 3. Okay, next we need to find the Hessian determinant with this formula. Gxy x3 7 minus gx squared is 4. The result is 46. As we know, the 46 is more than 0. So, this is the maximum value that approves.